Hello Arish Jacharshin. As a habit, teachers like myself tend to focus on teaching people how to say things. But what about how to say nothing? I mean, as speakers of English, we all have ways of saying nothing, ways to buy ourselves time to decide what we actually want to say. We and we ah, we hum and we haw. But in order to avoid descending into grunts and groans, we also come up with words and phrases that we can use without really thinking about them. Things like right then, so, anyway, by the way. I mean, they do have some meaning, but for the most part, they're just what linguists call fillers, and I think that word's pretty self-explanatory. Now, if native speakers need these fillers to get themselves time to think, surely learners need them even more. I was lucky enough that several of my own teachers early on recognised this and taught me some of these. As you know, since then I've found they tend to be overlooked in the books and other materials I've used to help my learning. So here's a few simple fillers that you can use. And I'm going to start dropping these into my English when making these videos, just to help you get used to hearing them. First up, there's a little word for now. Not now as in do it now, but now as in now then, when you're changing the subject or trying to get back to it. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, nishtje or nishtje, Gaelic for now. Kind of similar is the idea of anyway. The Gaelic for anyway is cuiú, and that's anyway in both its main sentences. So, charomi a giri dolaun cuiú. I didn't want to go anyway. And cuiú va mi a dol gan céile nur. Anyway, I was going to the céile when. And slightly longer than either of those is kerst maha, which is pretty much equivalent to right then. You might hear some people pronounce it kerst mata instead of kerst maha. Same thing, different place. It's just a matter of dialect and personal preference. Cuiú. If kerst maha is right then, and kerst is right or correct, then maha or mata must be then, right? Well, yes, in one major sense of the word. Maha doesn't mean then in either of the ways referring to time. It doesn't mean at that time, and it doesn't mean after that. But instead, maha means then in the sense of in that case. Now, if we break the word down a bit further, the reason for this should become obvious. Ma means if, and ha means is, are, or am. Maha, if is, if so. In that case. Then. Nishtje, if you want to take this then to the start of a sentence, you'll probably want to add in will, from the English well or Scots wheel. This gives you will maha. Well then. Pop that at the start of the sentence and you're good to go. You can, of course, use will on its own. Or if you're surprised by something, you could even say it 3 times. Will. Is that not easy? It might seem a little theatrical in English, but it is still pretty natural in Gaelic as it's spoken today. Cuiú. If you take the time to make a habit of using these in your Gaelic, you'll soon gain the rewards for your effort, as each time you use them, you'll buy yourself 2 or 3 seconds of extra thinking time, which will make it easier to come up with full sentences. That can't be bad, can it? Kerst maha. I reckon that's enough for today. Cheery and drasta.